Alright, welcome back to Dad and Daughters Gaming. Tonight we are playing Monster Prom XXL with Bunny,
Hello.
Smallish Bear,
Hello.
and Jezza, otherwise known as Dad.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's get into it.
Make your own voices.
Make your own voices. That's exactly what we want. 3.
Oh wait, but there's only one of us controlling.
You can do shared controller. Give it just a second. After you press 3.
Okay.
First term.
Short
Short
game.
game.
Share controller.
Share controller.
Very nice.
So I'll just have to trust you to pick the right options for me.
Okay, who's gonna be this voiceover?
Do you not want to this time?
Well, I usually do it, and I don't know if one of y'all
You
want
make such a great narrator, Dad.
Do you want my business like newsman type one like I was doing?
Yes.
Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were.
Okay, player one. Who's
Player
player
one?
I don't want to be player one because I might have to like go from voiceover to dude like a lot.
Okay.
Let me be player one.
Okay,
should I be
who are
Fire
you?
Lady or should I be Blue Lady? Who do you want to be?
I don't know. This
You can be
guy's.
the yellow guy.
I want to be zombie guy.
Oh. Um. Kim, who do you want to be?
See, I'm asking who you want to be for a reason, Catherine.
Because you don't know.
Because I don't know.
None of them.
One of you has to be the knockoff Frankie.
It's just like none
I
of
was
them
thinking about
speak
being
to me.
her. I just don't know if Catherine wanted to be her, and I didn't
Well,
want to take her.
Well, I wanted to be zombie guy, but then Dad took zombie guy. I guess I could be this guy. Like, either of these two, I think.
I want to be the blue one then.
Okay, so am I player one?
Yeah. Name? Yellow.
Change your name to Bear. Or whatever you want it to be, I guess. You can change it to whatever. All caps, I see.
My bad!
Shouldn't have said anything. I should have let you just go with it. And then every time somebody said, Bear! Alright,
player two,
am I
Bunny?
player 2, or do you want to be player 2, Dad?
Why don't you be player two?
You want me to be player Pooh? Custom name.
Bunny?
All lowercase.
What's with you in the all lowercase?
It's a
All
style,
lowercase.
Dad.
Bunny. I wish you could put a space so that you could put ooh-woo at the end of it.
Oh, there's no spaces?
No.
Where's the Y?
Next to
Right
the Z.
down there, it's in alphabetical order.
Alright, and she?
Yes.
Okay. Player 3. Jezza. Capital J, lowercase Ezza.
Pezza, she goes.
Actually, J-E,
Well, you
capital
went towards
Z-Z,
the P.
lowercase a.
Gosh,
What?
you just gotta be special!
Well, he's a zombie. It's the only reason I'm emphasizing the Z's. Dude.
You should have put a 7 on the end of it. Just a 7.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 2 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, totally not a ripoff of Scott Howard. Teen Wolf, you know. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large heart. Leon de Leoncourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Holly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. I like her. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business.
Why is she 23? This is a high school.
I don't know.
Why are Damien and Scott 21?
What the fuck? Everyone here is stupid and got held back. I don't know.
It's so that people can make sexy artwork of the characters without it being weird.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I know
Anyway.
I'm right.
You don't know how long Monster High School lasts. I mean, they
True.
have different lifespans.
True. Anyway, does anyone want to lay claim while we have them all in front of us?
I want the ghost.
You want the ghost?
Yeah, we're both undead, so it works out.
Okay. Kim, you want to lay claim?
Who are you thinking about?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to be...
Who I want?
Who do you want?
Wait. Finish what you were gonna say first.
No, who do you want?
No, finish what you were gonna say first.
I don't want to be stereotypical of me and obvious.
Somebody say something.
I want Damien.
Which one's Damien?
The red one.
Ah, okay. I could go for Miranda or Scott.
It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 2 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 2 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart.
We started capture, right?
Did we? I thought we did.
Okay.
We did.
Do
Do you
Welcome.
want to check?
No, I know we did because I did the thing.
Okay.
See? Yeah.
How dare you second guess our father?
Seriously, how dare you bring doubt into me? I was totally sure I had done it until you asked.
I was also totally sure he had done it, and I didn't even watch him do it.
But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Teen Wolf, nice. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest people quiz ever, TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Bear?
Alright. Let's see. Am I supposed to read all of these?
Let's read the one you choose. How about that?
I want to go with this one because it's funny.
Okay.
Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of a god molesting a tree, and now I blackmail him for whatever I want. A lot more effective.
Funny.
You know what? I'm gonna go with praying is kind of lame. I have a group text set up with some deities. Dionysus, Bastet, Loki, coolest cats in town.
Oh, I have to go with one of those three?
Yes.
I mean, I guess just for the sake of it, I could go with the third one. I mean, it's not what I would choose, but...
You can pick your own. You don't...
There is
Now-
more than just this one question.
True, okay. No, I have to come up with a zombie voice. Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of a god molesting a tree, and now I black him for whatever I
And
want.
now I black him.
I lot more effective.
Alright, is that the one you're going with?
Sure.
So smart, so charming, so wealthy.
I'm charming.
If you had to have sex with an animal, which animal would it be? Bear.
A purebred horse? Nobody can make me fuck an animal. Or a
Or a
dolphin.
dolphin. That's the one I wanted to go with.
The purebred horse?
No, not the purebred horse. The second one. No one can make me fuck an animal.
You can both choose it. I mean, we, you know.
I mean, there are horse, you knows.
I mean, spoiler alert. I'm
I
going
just
dolphin.
heard a story earlier today about a man who left his wife and child to marry a horse.
Have you heard of Mr. Hands?
I don't know.
Was it his horse or did it belong to his neighbor?
It wasn't. Also, it wasn't even a horse. It was a Shetland pony.
Interesting.
So he likes him short.
Anyway, come on, we're not even in the game yet.
Alright, you said you wanted second?
Yes.
Okay.
And you wanted third.
Okay, yeah. A dolphin, they're the only other animal that fucks just for pleasure. So at least we can both do our best to have a good time, right?
So wealthy, so bold, so fun.
Yes, I got bold.
What would be the most appealing in a love partner?
Big horn.
I think I need to go with the big horn.
I don't want tsundere.
That's Miranda, I think, is the tsundere.
No, I thought it would be Gorgon Lady. No, she'd probably...
I thought
no.
Sharp Wits was gonna be hers. I don't know.
Sharp Wits is probably Vampire Boy. Kawaii Eyes is probably Miranda. A Taste for Party is obviously Polly. So I think this one is probably Gorgon Lady. This one is obviously Damien. And this one is obviously Scott. And we
Pick
all
which
know
one you
I
want.
like my men hairy.
Sure.
Alright, give me the big horn.
And which one was Ghost Girl, the taste for party?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet!
Yeah, see, I was right!
Sorry
Suck it.
that I was wrong.
You're Stan and you were wrong. And this is your I was wrong song.
I'm singing the Stan wrong song. Shouldn't have taken that chance. Now here's my remorseful dance.
What are we about to do? What am I about to do?
I don't know.
Alright. So he's most likely an outdoors or gym.
I don't know,
Outdoors or...
man.
He's a basketball guy.
Pick one.
He is a basketball boy.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You are clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. There you are, swiping through potential monster match dates when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in distress.
Found him.
You can't bear to see
can't
someone so
bear.
adorable in so much pain, so you might as well try to ease it however you can.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Who's gonna do Scott's voice?
Do we just want to voice our own
We can just voice
romanceables?
our own romanceables, yeah.
Oh, hi there, Bear. Do you think I'm adorable?
Yes, in fact, you were literally just thinking, oh wait, is that supposed to be you? Oh, no, that's me. Okay,
No,
yeah,
that's
you
the
were-
narrator.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
You were literally just thinking that.
Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place in a large branch to do some pull-ups before the big sports game. When suddenly I was approached by all these talking forest animals. They were pretty big for forest animals, and I'd never seen animals that can talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, if you're counting us as animals. And they were just so fuzzy and adorable. But they said that they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles, and that I was even more adorable. So the nice little forest animals with giant heads made me their king, which was really, really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be a king.
Aw, poor Scott. It's up to you to help him rally.
Let's see. Either I could call his eyes royal blue, or I could... Yeah.
Yeah, play into his beefy arrogance.
Strong, but I'm strong! When I heard strong leader before, I didn't mean it meant actual normal strong like Scott strong. I can do 100 push-ups. I can do 200 push-ups. That's double the amount, right? Does that mean I could be a double king? What could that even mean? Does that mean I get super king powers like flying and mind control?
You're not even sure what the logical foundation for that guess was.
Or even better, I might get a tiny crown on top of my regular-sized crown. What a luxury!
Blessed be the day you come to understand Scott's train of thought.
Well, daydreaming about my king powers and tiny crowns before doing the 200 push-ups is a bit arrogant of me. I can always ask the furries later. Furries, is that what I've decided to call those giant furry talking forest animals for short?
Oh no, wait a minute.
Thanks for helping me get my confidence back, Bear. You should come meet my furry friends sometime.
Well, you've always wanted to hang out with Scott. Not too sure about these circumstances. But it's better than not hanging out at all. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Alright.
I wanna go.
And I already claimed the gym.
I wanna go to
Let's
the
see, you were
auditorium.
Is that where Demon Boy would be?
You want to go to the
I don't know.
auditorium?
I just wanna go there.
Okay.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you figurative oral sex. Whoa. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity.
Hey, look, that's what I needed, apparently.
You're chilling out, not murdering anybody, when Damien slinks upon you. He's hauling a large sack with the words, "Definitely not a corpse," written on it.
Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but there's definitely actually a corpse in this bag.
You never would have guessed.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm exactly responsible for making this corpse. At least not without my lawyer present. But let's just say that he and I apparently had very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do.
Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kind of your thing. You share your brilliant solution.
You know what? I think that bottom one. Just chuck him in my garage.
Alright.
I have vintage dead bodies.
You're bold!
Yes.
You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dread chariot and hoof it over to your garage.
Holy hell, are these all yours? Some of these are total classics. Elvis Presley? Amelia Earhart? Fuck, you've got 3 popes here! I've spent all this time trying to be a great murderer. When the greatest... when the greatest murderer of all was right next to me the entire time.
Damien lovingly lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items, a look of awe on his face. Joke's on him, you're actually just a really accomplished grave robber. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm.
He's blushing under that mask.
Ooh,
I
okay,
know.
where would my lady be?
You picked,
I picked
Holly.
Ghost Girl.
Holly. Okay,
See, I think it doesn't matter where you go. I think whoever you ended up, getting at the end of the quiz is
Well, if
just
she's
gonna
down
pop
for a
up.
party, she wouldn't be in the class or library or in the bathroom.
Oh, you mean who we picked at the end of the quiz? Based off the traits? Okay.
Yeah, I think it just, wherever you go, that person shows up.
Okay.
Although this-
Oh, that looks like a party, yeah.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
Look at you go!
Look at you go.
Hey, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demon from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun.
Oh, now we get to find out what his Polly voice is.
You're just getting ready to leave when you get a text from Polly. Hey, baby, let's party. How can you refuse such a formal missive? You track her down immediately. Hey, you got my text. That's good, because I need some help brainstorming. I'm going to a party tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be lame, and that needs to change. See, it's a costume party, you know, where everyone dresses up as their favorite humans. I'm going as a sexy tax attorney. But I'm not sure even the sexiest tax attorney can rescue this party from the depths of lamitude.
So, got any ideas to help spice things up?
Oh, you've got some ideas, and they're the spiciest. Oh, turns monsters actual humans. Wait a minute. Ooh, I could play along with her role play. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Now I gotta remember what voices. Okay, you go as a sexy tax attorney. I'll go as a sexy tax evader. Later that night.
So creative.
Halt, tax evader!
Holly cracks her standard issue tax attorney whip, knocking over a stack of solo cups and upturning the punch bowl.
You stand accused of violating Article 69 of the Tax Penal Code. The fine is 1,000 human dollars. Payable in spankings.
What the fuck?
You're more than happy to do the time for your delinquency. The rest of the partygoers get into the spirit, and soon they're all confessing to unpaid taxes. Paying for your crimes never felt so good. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Okay.
Do not press anything yet, okay? We're all going to choose an animal, and then you're gonna press X.
Just do
Okay,
it from a
that is-
list or just anyone we want?
Anyone you want. You just say your choice out loud, okay? You choose an animal, say it out loud, and then you click. So,
Shark.
typical. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go with the... Is it blue-footed booby? I want that.
I want guinea pig. I love guinea pigs. Alright, so now do I press it?
Now you press X. See, here's the thing about yours, Catherine. And yours, Dad. There are shark superheroes. Exhibit A,
Shark Boy.
Nanawe.
And Shark Boy of Shark Boy and Lava Girl fame.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl, yeah, Mr. Taylor himself.
Who's
Mr.
Norway?
Wagner.
There's King Shark from
Nanawe?
DC. He's
Yeah.
technically a bad guy, but still.
Nanawe is King Shark, yes. And then
Jeff
there's
the shark!
Jeff the Shark. And with
Bruce.
you, Catherine, there's this little show Dan Povenmire recently made called Hamster and Gretel,
I
where a
fucking hate
hamster
that show.
himself is a superhero. So I think it would be stupidest for me to
Yes,
have a
to be a blue-footed
blue-footed
booby.
booby.
I have to agree.
I'm
Okay.
blue-footed booby man.
Yours is only stupid in name because it says booby, and
Well,
you
no,
are
it-
immature and silly.
Well, no,
but
it's not-
being a hamster and being a guinea pig and having a guinea pig as your symbol are two very different things.
Wait, so are you trying to be the stupidest one?
Yeah.
Higher
That's
order
the
is
person that
decided
goes
on how.
first.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to go last because sharks are awesome.
Sharks are awesome, and there are
Yeah.
tons of shark superheroes.
But also, DC Super Pets the movie tried to have guinea pigs, as like superheroes, and like one of them was like the main villain, and she was awful.
And let us not forget G-Force.
Oh,
I was
G-Force
about to
was
say,
so
but
cool.
they aren't superheroes in that one. I was also going to bring up G-Force, but they're secret agents in that one. They're like spies.
That's still heroic, though.
No, it is. And they go against a mole. He's the real bad guy.
Hmm.
This is
I
hard.
think Bunny's is the dumbest.
Well, okay.
I also think it's
I've
a little
never
unfair
heard
that
of
she knew what was going to
blue-footed
happen after
booby
this
man.
question was asked.
Wait,
Well, I
so
didn't actually.
Wait, okay, so
Oh.
question. Does that mean yours would be Booby Man, mine would be Guinea Pig Man, and Dad's would be Shark Man?
There can be female superheroes. It can
That's
be
the prompts they gave, Dad.
blue-footed booby whoa man.
No, it's funny if it's blue-footed booby man.
It
Because
is.
booby man
Well, let's make a
implies a
decision
woman.
at some point here, because you know.
Nice. I'll concede.
Week 1, new.
Lunch!
Bunny.
Oh man, if I sit with Damien, I take away Catherine's chance to sit with Scott.
Take my seat!
What?
You're gonna take my seat.
I was gonna go talk to the cat lady and see if she had anything good in the store, actually.
She's a store?
Yeah, go up to the top right one. Yeah. No, top right. Yeah.
This one? Okay.
Yeah.
You're sure you want this one?
Yeah!
Who's gonna do the cat's voice?
Do you want to, Catherine?
Do you want to? Dad
Catherine?
hates us. Okay. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that will be much needed at some very specific moments. So take a look.
Okay. I'm too poor.
You're
What am I
too
too poor
poor.
for?
Bob
A
Ross is in
PR
the
agent.
shop.
Okay. Yeah. What does Bob Ross give me? I don't know what would be the best for Damien. Do you think it would be that sword, like, snake tattoo?
Fake badass tattoo.
Oh, totally.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
give me street cred plus 9,000.
Oh, okay. Bye, stranger. Alright. I'm gonna go sit by Sky.
You find Scott and Damien shoveling hot dogs and mashed potatoes into their mouths while Coach cheers them on. Go on, boys. Munch your way to victory. There is no truer sport than an eating contest.
That's quash.
Shut up, Fabrice!
It looks like it's a pretty fair fight so far, but where's the fun in that? Time to step in and tip the balance.
Distract? Yeah, do that
Yes. Sorry, I'm
Holy
gonna
ketchup.
sabotage your boy.
one. Poor Damien.
You pull out your bottle of Brother Caliente's father's son and the Holy Ghost pepper ketchup and dump it on Damien's dogs.
Yeah, finally a sauce hot enough for... Oh fuck, my soul is melting!
Power through, Damien. I forgot how I did his voice already. The heat you're feeling is just the fires of determination.
No, fire I can handle. This ketchup is fucking consecrated. I'm having an allergic reaction.
Allergic reactions are just weakness leaving the body, Damien. Keep it up.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong and dangerous advice, Coach. I quit.
Well, I guess that makes Scott the winner. Congratulations, Scott.
Hooray! I love winning!
Great, hooray. Now will someone take me to the nurse's office?
Hooray! I love helping!
Scott rushes off carrying Damien's smoking body, and you rush just a little closer to Scott's heart. My turn. Should I buy something or just go sit with my party chick?
Oh, now that I've bought something, you can't, actually.
Yeah, you're not allowed
well
to
then-
go there
You have to
now.
Then sit me next to my ghost lady.
Alright.
Liam and Polly aren't alone at their table. They're flanked by two beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. What, do these two have bodyguards now? Okay, wait a minute, this guy's a vampire. I've got this. Let me channel my interdadula. They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards. Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder. And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder, it's an identity and a lifestyle. Death style. Whatever. The point is they won't let us leave until we've eaten our food. Which will be never. And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late. If you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful, like, in a sexy way. Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan. Obviously dump all of Polly's food onto Liam's plate. With all the deftness and raw sexuality of Indiana Jones, sweet, you empty Polly's food onto Liam's plate and his lap. The Indiana Jones I grew up with, not the one that they fucked up lately. Ah, stop that, it's too much food. I can't even artfully arrange it for a decent food pick. Meanwhile, I seem to have eaten 100% of the food on my plate. No problem, nothing to see here.
The thing is, like, she physically cannot consume it, assuming she can phase.
Literally, it would just pass through her, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna debate the
Like-
physics of this in this game.
Well, I'm
I'm
just
just
saying I
being
do
silly.
think it's dumb that the
It is dumb,
principal
I
is
agree.
all, oh.
Yeah. Luckily for you and Polly, the hobgoblins are complete idiots with no object permanence. They instantly believe Polly's lie. You traitors! I thought we were in this together!
Yeah, why didn't you just eat all of it? I guess you're also undead.
You thought? That was your first mistake. I stay high all the time, so I never think.
Oh man, Polly.
You and Polly ditch the cafeteria, and then ditch school, and then do so many fun candies you end up in a ditch. So responsible.
That's how they get around the bad words.
Okay.
Everybody chooses something bad.
What do they mean by bad?
Just anything that you consider bad, I guess, and then
A kick to the balls.
Is that your choice?
I mean, it's.
I'm gonna say.
It didn't say animal, vegetable, mineral, or action or what. It just said something bad.
Do you have one, Catherine? You can go ahead and say yours. I don't have mine ready quite yet.
I don't know. I don't like that there's no, like, metric to go by.
I know, that's why I was just like, whatever.
I'm gonna go with. How funny would it have been if I had just like forgotten Dad said a kick to the balls and went, I'm gonna say a kick to the ball.
Kick to the balls.
um,
Cheating off your old man, eh?
no, I'm gonna go with slow internet connection because it's one thing to not have internet at all. It's another thing to have internet and it be the slowest thing ever.
You mean like dial-up where you have to watch a single picture of a naked woman, like, load one line at a time?
You
Yeah,
sound
sure.
Dad.
Like when I was a kid?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That internet. I couldn't
Dial-up
imagine having that
internet.
nowadays.
So she's choosing dial-up internet, basically.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. Anyway. I guess... I hate this.
Oh my god,
This is
mashed
where you
potatoes.
say G2
I do
Monster
hate mashed
High or
potatoes.
some shit.
But you guys would not agree.
Well, you don't know if having the worst thing is going to be good or having the
Yeah.
worst thing is not going to be good.
Fuck
So,
it. I hate mashed potatoes.
player order is decided based on how interesting it would be if the selected thing was a key component of a supervillain's plan in a movie. Start debating now.
You know, mine sounds pretty probable.
So, yeah, but I just love the idea of a supervillain's plan being like, of Lex Luthor being like, I'm going to put on kryptonite shoes and kick Superman in the balls.
And then mine's
Something
just mashed
semi-related. Cock Knocker. Jay and Silent Bob strike back.
That's true, see? So, I think I get first on this one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
What
you'd
was
be like,
Catherine's again?
I'm
Mashed
going to slow
potatoes?
their
I mean,
internet speed and annoy them slightly.
I feel
Well,
like
slowing
a
down the
kick to
internet of a
balls would
security
also-
facility.
But what is she supposed to do with mashed potatoes?
Yeah, well, I guess there's poison. But, like, granted, well, no, because everyone likes mashed potatoes, even though they suck.
Mashed potatoes
so
are delicious, and you're just wrong.
they're nasty. So, like, a lot of people would accept a plate of mashed potatoes. Like, I don't know.
Music's just bouncy. You know?
Like, Kim's has a really obvious application. Yours
Which is
has
why
a pretty,
it is not interesting.
yours has a
I'm
pretty
going last.
practical implementation. And then mine requires preparation, skill, and knowing the preferences of the person I am feeding potato.
But would it be interesting to watch? How interesting would it be to just see the villain go up and kick the hero in the balls?
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't say if it says interesting to talk about or interesting to watch.
Either way, bonk in the balls.
Okay, fine. You can have a turn going first.
Sweet.
But I get second.
Again.
Alright, where do you want to go? The cat's at the library if you want to...
This, Dad.
Oh, take me to the library so I can buy something.
You only have $5.
Hey, last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer. Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still healthy pockets.
Okay, what is the cassette?
What the fuck is...
Oh,
Sexy fake Latinx.
no. Something Party Girl would like. Oh, I
We're not
can't
reading.
read it. Hold still. No, they are, but they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. What was that weird thing on the...
That's a used tampon,
That's
Dad.
You mean
That's
a used
gross.
tampon?
A Russian novel? No. What's the
You can't have the
motivational
fake
poster?
badass tattoo.
No.
And you're too poor for the penguin mask. Or the hype station. What's the penguin man?
I'm too poor for the hype station?
You're too poor for the hype station and the penguin
Because
mask.
the PR agent is 60
Well, then I don't want any of this crap. None of it's going to do me any good. What would the hype
These-
station be?
Exit.
This might do you good.
Yeah, they're kind of funny. Well, I just want to read what the hype station is, though. Can I read it?
No.
Okay. She might actually like that. But anyway. So what? So I can't buy something later? Why would there be
I mean,
things
you can
that
always
are
run
too
into her
expensive
again.
if I can't, like, get more money to buy them later?
Yeah, so do you want to just
Well, going
save
to the
up?
library is where you're supposed to, like, earn money.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know, you gamble on the library computers.
Okay, alright, so you want to exit? Or do you want to buy something in case this wasted your turn?
There's a
If you-
surprise in the box. If you buy the box, you'll get something. It's also free.
It's free?
Might as well take that
Here,
before
give me
you
that.
exit if you want it. What is it? A winning lottery ticket!
Sweet.
I hate you.
What?
I have never seen that before. I've played this game a lot, and I've never seen a winning lottery ticket before.
Okay. I don't want to go to the gym again.
Go to the
Hmm.
auditorium. I don't know what his drama outfit is.
Is Scott gonna be there?
I mean, I would assume. The only reason Polly wasn't at the library is because the shop lady was there.
Okay. If Scott isn't there, I'll punch you in your ovaries.
Hee, look at you!
I'm a squire masquerader!
That
Or no,
day-
musketeer! I'm a musketeer!
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible.
Rude.
But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines. And it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the pathos of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain +2 creativity and spaghetti on your shirt.
My spaghetti!
Mom
Eminem reference.
spaghetti.
That's right, Mom
Mommy, I
spaghetti.
swear already.
That's right. You're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sounds of an argument.
Insert.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie... Okay, I'll stop. Which is so strange in these sacred hallowed halls of education. LOL, JK, can you imagine?
Bear! They made me their king, and they deserve the bestest, most wonderful king there ever was. And I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king. Why did I change his voice? Wait. Oh,
It
shit.
gets a little bit fucked up when you gotta switch back and forth, isn't it?
No matter what it takes.
Scott, you realize they're not cute little baby animals in need of a king, right? They're furries.
I know that, Furry Vera. I'm the one who told you that.
No, Scott, they're furries. It's a kink.
Yes, Vera, there are many kinks in my plan. That's why I need to work them out to be the best ruler.
Forget it.
She's dressed up like
Excuse
Princess
me?
Daisy.
I guess this is gonna have to be
Excuse
your
me?
second not you character, because I have Ghost and Vampire.
I've got Vera, and that's it.
Well, no, yeah, but you have your there were 6 characters. You have your date. We each have one of the dates. That's 3, and then the other 3, blah blah blah. You started doing
Oh,
Vera.
yeah.
So you have Vera and your significant other. I
Yes,
have
you're right.
Ghost Girl and Vampire Boy, so this must be the last one. So it's.
Yeah.
And you've also got Coach, and she's got the cat. So who am I gonna get?
Oh,
as
I don't
my
know yet because I've got
secret
Coach
third?
and Narrator guy.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
you've
know.
also got narrator.
You may just end up one short this round.
I mean, yeah. Excuse me, did you say you need help being a good ruler? Because I know all about that. Being a king is easy, as Daddy always says. Only live peasants can stage a rebellion. Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure. Here is your most important weapon. Your second most important weapon is actual weapons. Torches, soup spoons, razor teacups, a knife on fire, you know, the usual. I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of king I want to be. Nonsense. I'll go get you the butter knife shuriken right now. It just seems so unnecessary. There must be a better, kinder way to rule, right, Bear? I want them to have a happy time under Scott the First. They've been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, but most of them are about the sort of things that I have definitely not done. And they've made amazing drawings of me, which are very generous in their proportions. I just think they deserve the best leader. Let's see.
I think the first one would be more like what he would like, maybe.
Yeah, but then he'd be wasting all his money. I don't want to cause him to lose his money. He won't love me anymore.
You can't rule a kingdom with no flag, no country. No
Exactly.
country, no flag.
No flag, no country. Can't have one. That's the rules that
That's why
I've just
I-
made up.
That is why I have a country.
Yay.
Aw, man!
Oh.
I told you.
You're 120% right. Flags are the best. Let's combine our art powers and to create the very best flag ever.
You get into an intense art frenzy, which is kind of hot and intimate. Somehow, the two of you end up shirtless and sweaty while painting and doodling. After 3 hours of passionate art activity, you put your clothes on again, because of decency, but mainly because we don't have a shirtless model for Scott, and admire your work.
Cheapskates.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is genius.
I just noticed he has a bird sticking out of a tree hole at his wing level.
Mhm.
That's not his wing level. It's slightly higher. It's his belly
Well,
button.
it's, you know...
I know.
Not really. It's quite simple, and it reminds you of something, but you're not so sure of what.
I'll show this to my beloved furries. Bye.
Scott leaves all excited, ready to execute your plan. Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems not so happy.
I fucked up. There you are, Bear. Your plan went terribly. Our flag turned out to be the flag of Switzerland.
Ooh, that's why the flag rang a bell for you.
We pissed off Switzerland so much that they even threatened to abandon their neutral nature to start a war with our kingdom. And you know we fucked up big time because they didn't even do that during World War II. We can't go to war against Switzerland. Our country is like 20 or 30 people at most. I have a gut feeling we might lose a war against them.
Scott leaves sad and distressed with the burden of reaching peace with Switzerland, which is a burden a high schooler shouldn't have. You lose, -2 smarts and -1 creativity.
I fucked up.
You fucked up.
He's not gonna love
Now it's
me
finally
anymore.
my turn.
Where do you want
I
to
want
go?
to go to the bathroom.
I didn't get to do any acting because I went to the library, but I got a winning lottery ticket. Anyway, bathroom. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You're chilling out in the bathroom with Damien and Miranda. Thank the gods for co-ed bathrooms. Everything's going great and you're obviously very cool until you hear some noises. Oh snap, it's Crazy Martin the Werebear janitor.
She gets to be Crazy Martin.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn, we're done. If I get caught skipping class again, they're gonna feed me to the school's dragon. Or even worse, they'll make me come in on a Saturday.
This is bad. And I didn't even bring my champion, who would fight to the death to defend my honor. What can we do?
Sorry. It seems they're both waiting for you to do something, but how do you scare a werebear? No time to think. You bust out of the stall and... Blowfish or possum?
Yeah, literally.
Bears are actually afraid of big. So logically, you would make yourself big. But what if that makes the situation
as big
worse?
as possible.
Make yourself as big as possible?
Yeah.
You puff up your cheeks, stuff a bunch of toilet paper in your shirt, and wave your arms in the air. Crazy Martin has no idea what the hell is happening. He thinks he's having a flashback to Nom. As Martin flees the bathroom, Damien puts a hand on your shoulder.
That was stupid as hell, but you sure scared him to death. Stupidity plus bravery is my favorite mix. You're rad.
Yes, that was superb. For a moment, you scared me too. So convincing. You're my knightess in shining armor.
Defeating a werebear with nothing more than toilet paper. That's something to remember. You gain +2 boldness and +1 creativity.
Damn, I just really took an L. You got
That
fat money?
Me!
Something happened to Bunny. Bunny! On the weekend, you're at a park doing some homework, practicing your best lurking under people's bed poses. This is spooky high school, after all, when you're greeted by the sound of plus money waiting to happen.
Sup, motherfucker? Get ready for...
A dope business idea. Fuck, I forgot how a dope business idea.
Brought to you by Team Best Business People.
Scott, I told you we're not doing team names. What we're doing is getting ready to recruit investors.
We have the greatest improvement. We're gonna reinvent the wheel, except in this case, the wheel is a bucket. We're reinventing the bucket!
Oh my god.
So, we realize the buckets can be pretty extreme if they're big enough, but are they ever really big enough?
No, because buckets have bottoms, and that means that they can only hold as much as goes in between the top and bottom.
So, if we just remove the bottom of the bucket, then the amount of water the bucket can hold
Stop that.
would be unlimited.
Yep, that sounds totally correct and like the perfect plan for sure. Yep, no downsides here.
So now we just need a super wealthy investor who can sponsor the manufacturing of our dream bottomless buckets for us.
How do I put this delicately? Do you know anyone that's fucking loaded?
I know someone.
You check your phone. Vera would never invest in this. Miranda, no, she's already investing in a bucket company, so it would be a conflict of interest. That leaves you with Jezza and Bear. That's right. Jezza's your dude. But get to make the choice, buddy. So you gonna like zombie cocklock me here or what?
See, you've been doing really well with Polly, but Catherine did just fuck up with Scott.
Okay.
Will this give me
So I
good...
think I'm gonna go with Catherine.
And apparently I just inherited a bunch of money.
That's true. So you probably have more than whatever I want off that scratcher.
Well, actually, it also says you pioneered the idea of subway delays and then subsequently invested in cab companies. The most perfect scheme of all time.
Which is actually good for the business side of this argument.
Yeah, just because you have money doesn't mean you have business.
Yeah.
But again, my boy.
Well, it's gonna come
Yes,
down
do
to
it.
Bunny. It's her play.
Do it, Catherine. You.
All right.
Woohoo! We're gonna be the very best like no one ever was.
Yeah, you are. With Bear's funding, you were able to perfect the bottomless bucket. Gone are the days of simply carrying finite amounts of water in solid containers. There's no goddamn way that this is going to work in reality, but you run a start kicker campaign and the pre-sales are through the roof. And that's what matters.
I sure do hope we don't have to actually deliver on this fucking thing.
Shit, I lost your voice.
Nah, man, we're just gonna take people's money in advance and then split seas. A bottomless bucket? That would never work.
Oh. That's fine too, I guess.
Hooray! You gain +2 fun because it's fun to trick people out of money, which you also gain +1 of. +1 money.
Yeah, $1.
Let's trade places. Ooh,
Chooses
okay.
a celebrity. Okay.
I know they already name checked him earlier, but because I'm a fan, I'm going with Elvis.
Elvis Pigsley strikes once again.
No, Elvis Presley, not Elvis Pigsley. He's not famous.
Elvis
Yet.
He is.
Pigsley
What are you talking about? He's all
He will be
over
when
the
people start
internet.
watching our videos and see him as an asset. Then he'll be famous.
Yes.
But I'm going with Elvis
Pigsley
Presley.
is famous in my heart.
Well, well, he's famous for us, yes.
Now pick a celebrity.
Please.
Okay. Rhea Ripley.
Alright. I choose Hugh Jackman.
Ooh, a huge jacked man. Alright. Player orders decided based on how likely it would be for the selected celebrity to lead a group during a zombie apocalypse. Start debating now.
Wow!
Well, Elvis is dead, so I mean, I'm just saying.
Is he leading a group of zombies?
Why not? He's one of them.
I guess they didn't specify if it was a survivor group or zombie group. And then, granted, but Rhea Ripley, wait, no, that's a wrestler, not the Sigourney Weaver.
I think,
She
even though it doesn't
is a
specifically say
wrestler.
it, I think it's probably implying leading a surviving group. Because it
And
doesn't say
Rhea
lead a group of
Ripley-
zombies during an apocalypse. It says lead a group during a zombie apocalypse. It could be either
And-
one.
Yeah, but most likely survivor group.
In that case,
And Rhea
I would say
Ripley-
Rhea Ripley.
She actually just won back the women's world championship, so she's
Yeah.
our
Because Hugh
women's world
Jackman
champion.
is like strong and he's cool, but he is an actor.
Yes.
You know, whereas, and granted, there's some acting and wrestling as well, but we're going to give her points for actually
She
being out.
works the hell out.
Yeah,
bro.
actually being very physical all the time. You know, not that he's not, but I just think in the spirit of this thing, probably Rhea Ripley.
Alright.
She fights all the time.
But wait,
And
Elvis
is
got
strong
third?
all the time.
He is dead.
Alright.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go outdoors.
Another party!
Yeah.
That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. Oh, I want to play that.
It doesn't
You have a
actually exist.
I know, I'm assuming it didn't anyway. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. Later, you see Damien packing a bag.
I'm going away for the weekend. To detention. I have fucking detention again. Why? Just because I rigged the teacher's lounge door with booby traps that poured selkie piss on whoever opened it? I mean, I didn't even set anything on fire this time. Let me spill the tea. This school is strict as fuck. Anyway, just brainstorming some ways to keep things entertaining beyond fucking ditching. You know, I don't know if I should just have him ditch, if that would be the best idea, or if he should find out through silly dancing that they're not so different after all.
I think encouraging him to ditch would be more to his...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's encourage him to ditch.
Alright.
Damn! Why didn't I think of
voice your
that?
choices before we click yes.
Huh?
I said, don't forget to voice your choices before
Well,
we click
Catherine
them.
pressed it.
I'm in the future.
Oh, voice our choices as in, like, actually read them, not just, like, be like, I want that one. Okay,
Yeah, sure,
my bad.
sure, why not? I mean, just for completionism. Anyway.
Damn, why didn't I think of that? I mean, I just did, but I didn't consider it as a serious option. If I skip detention, what are they gonna do? Give me detention? I can do anything. make a bonfire out of the desks, jerk off into the potions, and I'll just skip detention forever and wreak as much havoc as I want. Fuck yeah, havoc!
Well, you may have created a monster, but at least he's your monster. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness.
Alright, now it's my turn. Either I need to make it up with Scott, or I need to buy something.
Where are you gonna go, Catherine?
Well, I'm debating buying something that might regain his affections, or if I just want to go to him and get his affection back that way.
I don't know, man.
And you said library gets money, so we can't go
Yeah.
there. I guess I
mean,
only...
he can pop up there. Basically, it'll do... When you get money, it's your little before the interaction happens. You know, like how when it describes, oh, you did this, you were dancing, you had a half-hour rave. That's what it'll do with the money, and then you'll have an interaction.
Okay, so it's completely safe to go to the library, get more
Yes.
money for something to buy for him, and then I'll say hi to him?
And then still talk to him, yeah.
Okay.
Poker face.
Excuse me. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it! You gain +2 money. Later, you see Scott all but skipping down the corridor, cheerily rattling off some sort of list.
Hi, pal. Oh man, today's the best. I was walking out of class and my tail just started wagging all of a sudden. You know how sometimes your tail starts wagging and you're not even sure why? No reason, boner.
Been there.
I started wondering what my tail might be so happy about, and I realized it's probably because I'm a werewolf. Because being a werewolf is just about the best thing, right? I mean, if I wasn't a werewolf, I wouldn't even have a tail to wag.
I mean, he's not wrong.
But then I started thinking even more, and I realized where everything's would be pretty good. Where dolphins, where pigs, where weasels, where dogs. I wonder what the absolute best were creature would be. Where vending machines, where water fountain, where door, where window, where knob, where floor.
Where the fuck is my enunciation?
Hey, gosh, you said I can't enunciate.
Well, then I said it badly, so... Okay, now he's just naming things he can see. You'd better jump in. Oh.
A werewolf or a weremoon?
Oh, wait. A werewolf. That's double werewolf. What do you think, Bunny?
Oh yeah, a werewolf.
Because he was all like
Total
double
werewolf.
king earlier.
He was like double
he
king
was Double
earlier.
King. And
but
he loved Double King.
Yeah, and I guess a weremoon might be stereotypical of me to assume, because he's being like, oh, you're a werewolf, you love the moon. What if you wanted a weremoon?
But then he'd be all like, but who would the weremoon howl at?
Yeah, you're right.
Just howl it itself? And his brain would just implode, like as if it tried to divide by 0.
My stupid boy.
Yeah, exactly. So I think you should do the werewolf.
Oh,
damn it.
What the hell?
I'm so sorry. Well,
I really thought that his
I really-
brain would implode.
You guys are ruining my chances of going to prom.
I'm sorry. Well, look,
We're not,
we have to play this
like-
again. It's too fun, and I'll have to play like the vampire guy as the main character, so I can do Dadula
He's not a main character.
or whatever.
Well, he means
Your love
as
interest.
Yeah, that's what he means.
A werewolf. But when it comes to being a werewolf is the best thing. I know they say too much of a good thing is a great thing.
They don't. No, that wasn't. They don't.
But this might be the acceptance that proofs the rule.
They don't say that either.
I mean, would being a werewolf mean cutting my werewolf time in half? Like, would the full moon turn me into a werewolf, and then I'd have to wait for another full moon to turn me into a wolf? I don't want that. I don't want to lose any wolf time.
He asked what besides a wolf could be where, and you said a werewolf. It's only fair that you lose -2 creativity and -1 smarts.
I thought he would just become like a better werewolf.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Catherine, because he
Like,
was
you
like,
know?
"Do I get to be a double king?" And I was like, "Ooh, I could be a werewolf. I could be." Yeah, so
But also, I now
Yeah,
get to be
so-
stupid and not creative.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
And I'm the most artistic out of all of us.
We are all artistic.
I know, but I make all the assets. You have 99 money!
That's because I got that winning lottery ticket, yo. Alright, where do I want to run into Polly?
None of us have gone to class.
I don't want to go to class.
Maybe she'll be doing fun candies in the bathroom.
Maybe. She could be. Screw it, let's go to the bathroom. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you would kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands.
Not a
You have
turtle.
-3 boldness.
That monstrous act would instantly give you plus 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep plus 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. On your way out, you spot Polly still wearing the lab coat she stole from that human party the other night. She takes it off and throws it at you to get your attention. Yo, goddamn old voice was there. That human party convinced me I want to be a scientist, but not just any kind, a party scientist. What's a party scientist, you ask? Why, just a scientist who's dedicated to discovering the secret to the raddest party. Through a series of extremely scientific experiments, I aim to discover what exactly makes a party good, so I can distill whatever it is into a vial and drink it. Or, you know what, just to have really dope parties all the time. Anyway, I'm going to a bar mitzvah tonight, and I need your scientific advice. What can we do to push this party over the edge?
Chemistry.
No. The electric slide, but with actual electricity.
Alright, that's the one you're picking?
Yeah. So fun! Later that night. Look at him dance! I don't know why I never thought of this before. It's just basic science. Lightning gives life to a Frankenstein. A Frankenstein is a stitched together massive, sexy, flailing limbs. Oh, sweet, she's into corpses, eh?
Yeah.
Which is also what a party is. Lightning is the life of the party. What's that? You want to know who the bar mitzvah boy is? I don't know. I don't know any of these kids. Crashing bar mitzvahs, the height of party culture. You have so much fun, you forget to tell Polly she should have said Frankenstein's monster. I almost did actually mention that. You gain plus 2 fun and plus 1 char. Oh, okay. Everybody chooses a food. Oh god, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat so much pizza pasta, by the way. I'm starving.
I'm picking McDonald's plain McDouble because that's what I'm thinking about.
Oh, you know what my favorite thing has been lately?
What?
The Taco Bell Cantina chicken quesadilla. It's brick house.
I haven't been liking, like, anything super much lately.
Oh, well, you
Like,
just want to go with a standby? What about a Liquid Mac?
I do like Liquid Mac.
That's like the du jour Mac.
Yeah.
That just means of the day. That doesn't make sense. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's like, it's not just Mac. It's liquid cheese Mac.
Yes.
Okay.
So you don't have to add milk and butter.
So we're going with a plain McDouble?
Yeah.
Plain McDonald's McDouble.
No ketchup, no nothing?
No.
She doesn't like ketchup.
I'm just asking. So it's just cheese and meat and bread.
Yes.
Versus my Cantina chicken quesadilla, which comes with guacamole, sour cream, and that special verde sauce. Damn it, see, I can't stop doing the fucking announcer guy. And a bowl of Velveeta shells and cheese. Or whichever one you really like.
Yeah, just Liquid Mac.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Play order is decided based on how funny the nickname Jezza, the cool, your food of choice would be. Start debating now. Jezza, the cool
McDouble.
Taco Bell Cantina chicken quesadilla.
Or Jezza, the
Plain
cool liquid mac and
McDouble.
cheese.
Jezza, the cool plain McDouble.
Yeah.
Do we want to? I mean, I guess we could take off the adjectives. Jezza, the cool McDouble. Jezza, the Cantina chicken quesadilla. Has a nice fun rhyme to it. Jezza, the cool liquid Mac. I mean, if you shorten it to liquid Mac, it's like back in my day, being a Mac was like a guy who was good with chicks. So,
Yeah, like Mac Daddies.
yeah, like a Mac Daddy. So, like in this instance,
I'd say Kim, well, okay, if we keep the little adjectives, Kim's would be, like, the funniest, because, haha, plain cheeseburger.
oh, how funny it would be, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, if we're going with funny, I think the super syllabic, I mean, the one that I chose, not out of just because I chose it, but Jezza, the cool Cantina chicken quesadilla.
But who would say all that, really?
I just did. See, and I can't stop doing the goddamn announcer guy.
Calm down,
It's
Father.
like
You'll be
Juan,
okay.
the magical Latino cat.
The small magical Latino cat.
I don't know, but Jezza the cool plain McDouble.
Hmm.
The
I like that
cool
too. It is-
plain McDouble?
I was gonna say, if we leave the adjective, it is actually funnier.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jezza the plain McDouble. I don't know. I'm gonna let you two decide on this one because I'm a little torn.
You're also biased.
Well, no, I mean, I do think mine is funny, but I don't necessarily think it's the best one.
I
I'm
mean,
not really sure.
if we think that they're all good, mayhaps we should just press the random button.
I mean, I think they all have merit. That's the problem.
Well, okay. I'm gonna speak in favor of Kim's. Hers can be an insult and like a cool nickname. Like, oh, you plain cheeseburger. Or like, oh yeah, you plain cheeseburger. So hers has utility.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And then you can be second and I
That's
can.
what
Oh.
you guys want to do?
I was gonna say, can we only random all?
Yes.
Can you pick one and then
I think it's random all.
week 2 noon, buddy?
I'm sitting with Damien.
As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife.
So, this is the one for killing people, right?
What? Good heavens, no. This is the butter dagger. It would be unseemly to use it on meat.
So, what then? Am I supposed to use this scrawny-looking knife to kill a dude?
No, no, no. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it is customary to use the fish knife. This is merfolk court silverware, after all.
That tiny thing? I might as well wait for my victim to die of old age.
That is usually how it's done in my kingdom, yes. That or poison.
This is ridiculous. Yo, you there. Which knife would you use to kill a guy? Don't say the fish knife. I don't want to use... Yeah, give me a spoon. What, you
Yeah,
need blades to
you
kill
need blades.
people?
Yeah, that sounds right. Whoa!
Holy shit. That's so much more metal. Why didn't I think of that? I guess, when the only tool you have is a knife, every
It's not your
Stop
fault, buddy.
that.
That's got to be a little rough on your throat.
I guess, when the only tool you have is a knife, every problem looks like a problem you should stab with a knife. Thank you for opening my eyes to the world of silverware-related murder.
But which spoon? This is very important.
Is there a soup spoon option?
Do you mean the teaspoon or the dessert spoon? Or perhaps the caviar spoon? No, 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 none are appropriate.
What about this spoon here? The one with the jagged
It's
edges
fucking
on it?
grapefruit spoon.
It's gonna be a spork. Oh, you mean the murder spoon? Of course not. That's for hard-boiled eggs.
Damien nods thoughtfully, but pockets the spoon when Miranda's not looking. Looks like this school's about to get a lot messier. My turn. Okay, put me with Girly Pop. See, now you got me saying it, damn it.
Girly Bob!
Girly Bob!
I don't even know what it's from. You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better. And you know that, yes, that is exactly what's happening right now.
It's nothing personal, Jezza. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me. Duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves.
Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter, in this case, the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring.
Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much magic potions as I am right now, but I see what you mean.
If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting, and we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim.
I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's totally obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it.
I don't know. A weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money.
And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos.
Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction.
Tell him to marry a llama.
That's what she would want. So I have to go with
That
that.
is what she would want.
Tell him to marry llama.
Oh my god, yes, that is everything to me! I actually had a dream just like that one time. Except it wasn't a llama, it was an alpaca. And it wasn't a wedding, it was a bar mitzvah. But other than that, it was exactly the same.
Yeah, I don't think this is my scene. I'm gonna go check on my illegal law firm. Catch you weirdos later.
I'm texting the financial slave right now, telling him to marry a llama. Oh, he's already typing. Let's see. Jezza, you will never believe this. It turns out the financial slave has actually been talking to a llama for a few months now through a llama monster dating site. He says he's a commitment phobe and never really defined the terms of his relationship with the llama, and he keeps introducing the llama as a friend. But he knows now it's because he was just scared of being hurt. He's taking this as a sure sign that it's time to be brave and commit to the llama, and they're headed to the city hall for the ceremony right now. Of course, he says he'll have to take his leave of our group chat since his heart and wallet now belong to another.
Ah, shit.
Balls. Specifically, a llama. Aw, isn't that the sweetest love story you've ever heard? I'm so glad we got to make it happen together.
That is the sweetest love story you've ever heard, or something. But hey, maybe you and Polly will end up having a love story of your own.
Alright.
Are you librarying, or are you...
Either I buy or try to improve things with Scott to make up for so far the 2 fuck-ups I've had. I don't know if buying will save me at all. Doesn't it just boost stats?
I think so.
Some of them do, yeah,
Ye-
and some of them can cause events to happen, but...
Let's go without events for now. Okay.
You take your seat between the strongest and smartest men you know. Liam appears to be taking a very intense picture of some bizarre-looking food. Scott is looking about as confused as you are currently.
But Liam, food is delicious. It's for eating. That's why they call it lunchtime.
Neither of those statements is wrong, but they also aren't quite connected. Scott, if I had the capacity to eat, I assure you, I would still ignore the actual content of the food in favor of finding the perfect combination for a flawless Instagram post.
Oh, I see. You're going to post a picture to advertise the food to the people who can actually eat it. You're so smart. I'll be happy to eat your food for you.
I'm afraid your palate is way too unsophisticated to appreciate these rare Japanese delicacies.
They're giving rare Japanese delicacies in a high school?
Probably
I think he
sushi.
might have brought his own lunch.
Oh. Oh, they're Japanese? Do you have any Scott snacks?
Like Scott Snaps? Scott Snack. You know what? Fine. I've taken all the pictures I need. Whatever. Eat whatever you want.
Thanks, Liam. Oh, they look so yummy. I don't know where to start. Bear, any ideas?
Maybe your choice of snack can get one of these boys to want to snack on you in an innuendo way, not literally.
Obviously, you have to pick Scott's snacks.
Yeah,
but you
Yeah,
say
because the
first-
one with the lychee fruit flavored custard with a side of tofu and a drizzle of
Lychee.
raspberry extract is going to be catering it to
That's gonna be Liam.
Liam.
Yeah. So you gotta say it.
Okay.
You didn't say it.
Shit! My bad.
That's all right. The very earnest shit was kind of wordy. Okay.
Okay. Yes, you do have Scott snacks.
Scott Snacks? What does that mean? How is this possible? Why is your face on an obscure Japanese biscuit brand? Is that really you?
Oh yeah, totally. There was this one time where well, actually, it was a full moon, so I'm not really sure exactly what happened. But somehow I ended up hanging out at these really cool Japanese businessmen the whole evening.
But how? What even?
Yeah, I guess they saw me practicing a few sports moves, and they saw how strong and fast I was, and they wanted to show me how their meat treats are strong and fast. So they asked if they could use me as their new mascot, and I said, of course. And then the Scott Snacks became a hit, and now I'm like kind of famous in Japan. Thanks for pointing out the Scott Snacks to me, Bear. It's nice to know you want to see my face. I want to see yours too.
Sweet. How is he so muscular and so adorable at the same time? Maybe one day you can put your faces together.
I've made up for my fuck up.
Everybody chooses maybe. Oh, okay. Well, we can't say the one that's coming at the end of the stream. We almost forgot about that, by the way.
Oh. This isn't a stream, this is a capture.
Well, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Don't forgive me. They'll be streaming it when they watch it. How about that?
Is it technically streaming?
Yeah.
Okay, nerd.
I'm gonna pick fucking Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass?
Never heard of that one.
Can't hear you, Bunny. Maybe she paused us. Or mute, you know what I mean.
Yeah. What movie do you pick, Father?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, you want to go last?
Well, I'm waiting for Bunny to be back. She seems
Oh,
to be
yeah.
having a conversation.
Well, I've picked the most awesome movie.
I'm going to edit this part out. That we're just blah-blahing.
Still.
No, that's great. No, yeah. She said Kick-Ass, and then she muted us.
What is the movie Kick-Ass?
It's about a kid who becomes a vigilante superhero.
Interesting.
Sorry, Addison got home and she just had to talk to me.
That's okay. Like I said, I'm
fine.
going to edit everything out after you said Kick-Ass up until we go again here. Okay. You got one? Catherine?
Yep.
What you got?
I pick Short Circuit 2 with Johnny Five.
Oh, nice. Nice pull. Nice pull. I'm going to go with Spaceballs. The movie.
Alright.
Player order is decided based on how hard it would be to explain the selected movie to an old person. Start debating now.
Yo.
Mine's not that hard.
Mine wouldn't be hard. It's like, it's Star Wars, but they're making fun of it.
Yeah.
Mine is Teen Boy Becomes Superhero.
And then...
Yours is a military prototype battle robot gains sentience after being struck by lightning and ends up in New York where he foils a diamond robbery. I think she's got the hardest one to explain.
Alright. So I get to go first?
Yeah.
Who goes second?
You see, you can random after that.
Oh, okay.
But what do you think, buddy, between ours?
Probably yours. Like I said, mine is Teen Boy Becomes Superhero.
Mine is like
Yeah.
a spoof of Star Wars and Star Trek and Alien and all kinds of sci-fi crap done in Mel Brooks style like Blazing Saddles. So they still might be like, what?
Kick-Ass is also kind of a parody movie against superhero movies because Nick Cage's character plays basically off-brand Batman.
But I think the premise might be a little easier to explain. Teen Boy becomes superhero. Versus, all these existing
No,
things?
I'm totally on your team.
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah,
just saying
yeah.
that I also happen to pick one with parody elements.
Yes, you did. Okay.
I picked an earnest one, because I know the importance of sincerity.
Yes, dear.
Why do you
Kick-Ass was the first one that came to my mind that wasn't Ghostbusters 2.
I'm sorry, Bunny?
I said Kick-Ass was the first one that came to my mind that wasn't Ghostbusters 2.
Spaceballs was the first one I think I thought of, so...
Okay. And there's no buying lady, so I can go anywhere I want.
Yeah. Well, you know where his favorite place would be.
Yes, outdoors.
Oh, or the gym.
Or the gym. And we've seen all the places by now. And
Have we seen him outdoors?
I mean,
though?
you haven't been outdoors though.
Yeah, you
have
haven't been outdoors.
No,
yet.
I have not.
Might as well go outdoors.
So I would say go outdoors.
Alright. Look at my epic moves!
That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, Juan, the small magical Latino cat, slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray!
So you bully Juan, and Juan has been my friend since middle school.
You find Scott sadly holding an open bottle of Power Sludge, the food-like elixir that gets you ripped.
Bro, this protein shake in a bottle is gross. I don't even know what most of these ingredients are. Flabogravin, Abercrombide, kale. Plus, it tastes like butt. Not a stranger's butt, which is exciting as smell.
I think that was just coincidentally Catherine clearing her throat, not commenting on the dialogue.
Which is exciting to smell, but a gross, nasty butt from the butt swamp.
I mean, swamp ass is gross.
I can't just toss it, though. I already opened it, and Coach is always saying I gotta finish when I start. Bro, help me find something to mix this into this power drink that'll make me buff and taste good. Make the drink taste good, I mean. I don't need to taste good. I think I taste fine.
Oh. Whatever you say, Scotty boy.
Oh, whoa. Let's see.
Dogs can't have
Nobody-
grapes.
I was gonna say, and nobody likes grape flavor either.
I would have thought go because muscle vitamins, but if dogs can't have grapes, then I'm going to guess that you're right.
No, that's why Ben & Jerry's doesn't have a grape flavor.
I did not know this. I knew
And
that
grape
they weren't
is-
supposed to have chocolate.
And grape is universally decided as the worst flavor for, like, anything.
And yet always around and never discontinued.
Uh-huh.
Well, but that's because people give it to children when they don't want to actually ask them what flavor they want.
That's true.
Um,
All right, so say it before you do it.
well, my worry is that if I choose Genie Sweat, it's also going to taste like ass.
But it's from a genie.
You're right, it is from a
He
genie.
did say he wanted it to make him strong, though. Are they going to bring the dog thing in, or are they going to think that hard?
I don't know.
Does everyone know that dogs can't have grapes?
I didn't
How
know.
dog is Scott?
I didn't know that. I don't know, kiddo. I'm going to let you decide on this one. I do not want to be responsible for what happens.
I don't know. I would say the muscles vitamins is the better option, but I genuinely don't know.
I don't want another fuck up. At this rate, I will not have a date for prom.
I would pick the muscle vitamins only because it's something that potentially tastes good and makes him strong. Those are the two things he asked for. That is me. That is what I would do. But if it's bad, I'm not taking responsible for it.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey, oh, thank God! Dude, yes! I've been always unsure on muscle vitamins. It's so hard to determine if they're good or not. Pros, they make you buff. Cons, it doesn't seem like something a good boy would do.
Oh.
But I like grape flavor. That's two pros over one con. And so now it has to be a healthy good thing, right?
You think it's probably not healthy, but you're not a doctor. The doctor you stole the muscle vitamins from was a doctor. You gain +2 charm and +1 fun. All right. Let's see, I've met her in the bathroom. I met her outside. Let's go to
We
the
don't know
auditorium.
what you're like in the auditorium, yeah.
Yeah. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. Sorry. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain +2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask other players to call you that by name until the end of this run. Jezza already is a nickname.
No, an epic, cool, epic one.
A cool, epic one? It's called,
Yes.
Knob Zombie,
Knob zombie.
as opposed to
Because
Rob
it's
Zombie.
like Rob Zombie.
But Knob. Knob Zombie. They dared me.
Okay.
I have agreed to the dare. Okay, I am Knob Zombie. You guys have to call me that until the end of this run.
Alright.
Alright, Knob Zombie.
Thanks. But none of that matters. You're late to meet Polly for more party experiments.
Alright, our research is progressing well so far, but we got a very limited sample size. I need to know that we can make any party the best, not just some parties. So tomorrow morning we're gonna crash. A funeral! If we can make that fun, we can make anything fun.
Oh no.
So, brainstorm time, how can we put the fun back in funeral?
That's
What's this, buddy? She's bringing back for one last party.
oh my god. Okay, are we going for that?
Yes, I said it.
Okay.
I said it in
Said it.
character. Later that night.
Woo, that was awesome! I was totally inside that dude. And then when they were like, does anyone else want to say a few words? I was all, ooh, me. They totally freaked out. And then I was like, let's turn this funeral into a wedding. And I got married to like 11 people. Who are all widows now because I left that dude in a heap on the dance floor, but whatever, weddings rule. Hey, Jezza. You know what? I think we're getting really close to the true formula for a rad party. You're the best science partner I've ever had. You guess she hasn't had lots of science partners. You doubt she even knows the real definition of science, but she's just too happy for you to correct her now. Come on, the night's still young. Let's go turn an all-night laundromat into an epic rave. Those washing machines don't know what hit them. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun.
And now
Funny.
it's my turn. You know what? I don't want to go to class.
You want to go to
We're gonna
class?
finally
I
see
want to go
the
to
classroom.
class.
That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts.
I'm so smart and bold.
Afterwards, Damien comes up and punches you affectionately in the shoulder.
Hey, asshole, go to hell. Like, literally, my house is in hell and I'm inviting you over. Don't read too much into it. Only one problem. In order to get there, you kinda gotta damn your immortal soul. So how about it? What crimes against God and man will you commit so we can hang out?
I mean, you already have a garage full of corpses. I think that'll do it.
That
With
I
3
stole.
popes.
That's true.
I do have 3
Thrice
popes.
Run over a
Do I
bunch of
run
nuns.
over? I gotta run over the bunch of nuns with a
Okay, you gotta-
lawnmower.
you gotta say it.
I feel like he would think the first option is like too cheesy and like
Yeah,
ew.
gushy.
Okay, say it in character.
Yeah. I'll run over a bunch of nuns with a lawnmower. Oh yeah, the old nuns under a lawnmower prank. Classic. Let me know if you need to borrow my lawnmower. It's got monster truck wheels and a grenade launcher. These days, you can never be too careful when you're mowing down nuns. You know they're starting to carry nunchucks?
Oh my god.
What is the world coming to?
With the help of Damien's nun mower, you're able to jib a whole convent of nuns, even if they are all black belts in nunjutsu. You gain +2 fun and +1 money from the collection plate.
I just keep getting money.
Oh gosh. Oh
Bear,
god.
who will you ask to
It's time
prom?
to ask him.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm asking Polly.
And obviously, I'm asking Damien. Okay.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Prom? I don't know a lot about math, bro, but you plus me seems like an equal to great night. I said that so bad.
It's alright.
Let me check our math book to make sure.
That isn't a correct formula, but Scott is still thrilled by your upcoming prom day. Prom night
Yay! I didn't fuck up too much.
is red.
Oh, look at him in his blue suit.
I know.
You danced all night, and most of Scott's dance moves were basically workouts, so you ended up utterly exhausted. It wasn't your idea of getting all sweaty with Scott, but you're definitely getting closer. Funny. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Prom? Burning stuff and committing murder might be badass, but nothing is as badass as following your heart and believing unapologetically in love. Let's do this. Let's live our lives with zero regrets. Prom, here we go!
Prom night was awesome. You and Damien reflected on all the fucked up misadventures you've had over the past few weeks. You've definitely been your worst self. After some good laughs, you conclude, well, I'm definitely going to hell. He stayed silent a bit after that. Then he added, you know what? I see no problem with that. Best night ever.
Me. What? Prom? Of course! Prom night will be another perfect opportunity to conduct our experiments in party science. So clever of you. That's why you're the best science partner.
That's not what you meant, but sure, why not? Sooner than expected, prom night is here, and the two of you are finally ready to crack the ultimate party formula. You free some wild animals, you do lots of mystical crystals of endless empathy, and you awaken the dead. You even do the dance of joy. Everything is perfect. You feel floaty and full of energy. You see beautiful, shiny lights, and you feel connected to everyone. Obviously, most of that is thanks to the mystical crystals of endless empathy, but still. You feel like you've conquered the night and put a flag with your names on the peak of life itself. Then dawn comes. By now you're on a hill by the sea, watching the sun slowly coming up. No idea how you got there, but who cares? You're at peace with watching the gentle tide of the morning when you realize Polly has her hand over yours. She looks at you.
You know what, Jezza? This might be the mystical crystals of endless empathy talking, but I think I finally got it. All these parties have been wildly different, yet all of them have been the very best. I've put a lot of thought into it, and I can only think of one thing they all had in common. I think the formula to a perfect party must be sharing it with the right people.
You don't answer, you just hold her hand as you spend the morning watching the sun slowly come up over the sea together.
What does that mean?
What? Which one?
What does it mean, new events, new outcomes, and secret endings?
That's just like all the stuff that you can do in the game.
Is that what we did this run?
Or does that unlock?
Yeah.
That's what we did this one. So we unlocked a secret ending
So there's
somehow?
this run, and then there's total runs, but they're the same because this was the only run you've ever done.
Right. What's the secret of the ending? Is that me?
The secret ending was yours because you got the fun photograph and did a party thing, and
Yeah.
Okay. The bunny most likely to die in a fire and be awesome while doing it. Wait, there's more school after this? What the fuck? Sorry.
we all won at prom, guys.
Sweet!
Woohoo!
Well, we'll have to do that one again sometime. That was fun.
Alright.
Yes.
Do you want to finish it off, Father?
Okay. Those 2 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas presents. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, it was summer. Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete he admired the most. Now he's back at high school again, working as the coach. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. For those 2 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Sweet pictures and stuff.
I hope this movie isn't copyrighted. I hope this music isn't copyrighted.
Now we'll
we
get
have
talk
to
over it,
over
and then the
it. Oh, yeah.
algorithm will
I
recognize
went on a
it.
party
and it's
with
so-
Polly, and Catherine talked to Damien and Miranda.
I somehow
look,
banged a
she's
ghost.
Look, she's Miranda, and look, now it's Miranda and Vera and Liam all sitting together at a coffee shop, and look now, we're all in a band. Look at us, we're singing together.
Full party!
Aaron Hansen is Scott.
Oh, that's funny.
Jacksepticeye was who?
I don't know, we turned off all the fucking voices.
You know what?
Whoops.
When they make the sequel, it's gonna be Jezza was this guy, because everyone's gonna see the video and they're gonna let me do the voiceover guy.
I think there was a sequel called Monster Camp.
Is there?
And then there was actually another one called Monster Road Trip.
We need all of these.
I have the second and third one on Steam.
We need these.
Listen, all I know is I don't want to do any more voice acting tonight.
Well, no, not tonight. Plus, we need to eat. I am hungry, and it's
I know.
already 10 o'clock. So.
I know, and I still have to cook.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll have to cut out that part. Maybe no. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, people, we have needs and we have to eat and stuff. So you
Oh,
had to hear us
that's
talk about
cute.
that.
You're
Thanks,
my kind of
everybody.
danger.
Nice. Unlocked. You just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird.
About to get weird.
You have unlocked 11 new images in the gallery.
Alright, well,
Okay. Well, that was a lot of fun.
yeah.
I do want to do the others, and I
nice.
want to do this one again too. It's a lot of fun.
We'll
A lot
have
of
to
fun.
Yeah.
play the DLC. We'll have to play the second term. It
Oh
unlocks
yeah, and
new
we'll have to use like the
datables.
Halloween stuff and the other stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But until then, we'll see you all next time on Dad and Daughters Gaming. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
TTFN.